Hi everyone! I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's Tiana, and if you're joining me for the first time, I'm so happy and welcome. If you love Maniology in general, then go ahead and tell all your friends and family about us, and also subscribe so you can be a part of these videos as well. And if you miss it, then you can go ahead and just rewatch it later. And also so we can continue to build our wonderful community with like-minded and artistic people just like yourselves. So, oh my goodness, I am so excited to share this new project, I guess, of ours. This campaign is something that we thought long and hard about, and we feel very passionate about. I know we're proud, and I just can't wait to share it with you guys. Also, with Maniology, we definitely believe in supporting our community, and we're not only talking about nail art or anything creative, but there's a lot of other organizations that need help and support and a boost in their advocacy and awareness. And so we wanted to be a part of that. So without further ado, late last week we launched our very first Stamp for a Cause campaign. It is a collaboration where we are pairing up with charitable organizations and Maniology to create products that you can support. And every time that you do, when you purchase one of these products, we will go ahead and give a portion of the proceeds to this organization. So you are actually supporting these organizations directly, and you can advocate in style. And we partnered up with the Hawaii Arts Alliance for our very first launch. And we also will need your help to support all the amazing things that they do for our community. Their mission is to engage and transform communities by supporting and cultivating creativity through the arts. From performance arts to music to visual arts, the Hawaii Arts Alliance advocates for all the art disciplines and genres. To date, they manage 5 program areas, all of which help to educate and empower creativity in our community. So they focus on art education, art services providers, community programs, creative art networks, and fiscal sponsorships to support underfunded organizations as well. I will be linking you guys in the description of this video to a wonderfully written blog post that we uploaded. And also, I'll be linking you to the organization so you yourself can read a little bit more about the Hawaii Arts Alliance. Okay, so now, of course, on to the great part, right, that you guys are waiting for. And I will be also showing you the plate and the bundle that comes with the Hawaii Arts Alliance that you can help support, as well as I'm going to be doing a live demo for a reverse stamping design using the Hawaii Arts Alliance plate. Here's a little close-up of what I'm going to be doing today. Okay, so first I am going to show you the Hawaii Arts Alliance plate, which is this. And this is plate M218. So this plate was collaborated with the Hawaii Art Alliance, as well as interpreted elements from our talented designers. So you can see, like music and dance and painting. And also this is the Hawaii Arts Alliance logo. And also I'm going to show you how to use this beautiful like Polaroid mural design here. So I think you can find some really beautiful concepts here. A lot of full nail designs, but also things that you could isolate if you wanted to get creative too. And how's this really cute Mona Lisa with a lei and a Hawaii background? That's so cute. So the next product I am going to show you is actually the Hawaii Arts Alliance bundle, which comes in this beautiful Stamp for a Cause canvas bag that we designed specifically for this. And also I'm going to show you products that are only designed for this campaign that we're doing, the Stamp for a Cause. So this bundle comes with the Hawaii Arts Alliance plate that I just showed you. It also comes with a specialty design stamper and scraper set. You see that? This ice cube stamper that still allows you to see through. The stamper itself is clear. And so you can still stamp. But not only that, the importance is the design here. So we have a lot of words that helps to embody the way that we feel about the stamp for a cause, such as respect, love, inspire, empower, you know, conserve, peace, diversity, compassion. But you'll also find 2 native Hawaiian words that are on this stamper and scraper design. So with Hawaiian words and Hawaiian language, there can be multiple meanings that are equally important. But I think the main takeaways here that I wanted to share is the word malama. And it means to take care of, to tend, or to care for and preserve. And pono, which I think the most common way to think about this word is to do what is right. And so I think these Hawaiian words, they come with a lot of value and responsibility, which is perfect for the way I think to describe, you know, how we feel about the Stamp for a Cause campaign. Also with this bundle, you will be getting the, so the Hawaii Arts Alliance has like a branded color, and you'll notice this on their website as well. And this is a royal blue to match their organization. So let me just open this up. It's a gorgeous blue color, a very true royal blue. So if you purchase this set that comes with this beautiful canvas bag, the Stamp for a Cause, this is $23 listed on the site right now. And then also the other product that you could help support if you didn't get the bundle is just this plate, which is $8. So if you purchase both or either of those products, we will be donating a portion of the proceeds to the Hawaii Arts Alliance program. And don't worry, if you don't quite see an organization that aligns with you, then I just have to tell you, just wait, because we already have a few other organizations in the works, and we'll continue to launch more products with this campaign, because I'm sure you'll find some sort of organization you can get behind that aligns with you. And for us, this is only the beginning. So, of course, let's get into the nail design. So I've already prepped my nails here using coconut. And it's just a beautiful creamy off-white color. And I already prepped these 2 designs here, which is basically I'm gonna be doing this Polaroid mural design and be sticking that on my 3 nails here, 1, 2, and 3. So before I start coloring in that, I have some stampers here. So I'll just show you guys the pickup. I'm not gonna show you the coloring in on this part. So let me get started with that. So I'm gonna be using my straight up black stamping polish here. So here I'm just gonna take this first image and just pick up that with my first stamper. So just think of it as like picking up in pieces, you know? So there's 1. So I'm gonna take the middle design, that Polaroid. It's great. Okay, that's the middle design. And let me do the third design, the third Polaroid here. Okay, so don't worry if you have any smudges like that. You can just take some Scotch tape, which I have here at my desk, and just isolate those areas. Just take it off. Okay, anything that you over stamped, just go ahead and take it off. And so basically the parts that you're gonna take off is just gonna match the size of your nail. So right now my nails are not very long, but you know, these Polaroid images are gonna be more than enough to cover my nail. So just leave a portion of that on. I'm not gonna color everything. But I guess this way you can see the full design. So that's, I'm working a little backwards here. So there and there. Okay. And so what we're going to do is now just color them individually, which is what I have here. So I did the middle, and I also have the very first image here, okay, which you can see up close what it looks like when it's colored in. Okay, so now that I showed you how to pick that up, let's get into the coloring part. So I'm just gonna show you, the colors that I'm using. You don't have to use these colors. I just wanted like a colorful mural. So this design that I'm doing has like a little tiki, it has some palms. Also, it's gonna have kind of like a background. So basically when you reverse stamp, you're gonna be working backwards. So think backwards. In order to do this, I'm gonna be using a detail brush, and I'm using something that has a fine point. Definitely gonna be using my acetone. And a whole bunch of colors. So let's see, what should we start with first? I think I'll probably start with like the green for the palms. I have these two greens here. I have Lily Pad and Opus 1. So you can do this one of two ways. I'm working on my lotus mat, so if you wanted to, you could actually put like a dot here on your lotus mat. Let me move this cover here. So you saw that. And just kind of scoop a little bit. I don't know if you can see that there. And just start coloring. So I'm sorry if I get really quiet, it's because I'm focusing. These really small designs require a lot of focus, and I think I need to get my eyes checked too. But so with reverse stamping, if you haven't done this, make sure you're I like to dot instead of drag my brush. And this allows, because if you put too much polish onto the design, you can kind of reconstitute the dry stamped image and be smudging all of that in the background. We don't want to do that. It happens, but we don't want that to happen if we can avoid it. So here I am just coloring in the palm, and I'm just kind of lightly dotting the green. I find that just kind of lifting up the brush and just dotting it in the wet areas actually tends to kind of help me a little bit. Okay. So that's what it looks like. You guys can see. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do now is maybe add other green. So I'm gonna use this Opus 1, which is this lighter lime green here. This is so relaxing to do. I never would think I would say that, but it's kind of relaxing. Okay. So in between of using the colors, all I'm doing is I have my acetone pump here, and I'm just cleaning my brush like that. I have like some acetone on my cotton pad here, and I'm not swishing this around, but I'm going in the same direction to help clean off the polish. I'm not gonna replace that pad until I'm pretty much done. So, got some more greenery over here. I have this monstera over here. It needs painting. So far that's what the design looks like. You guys can see against the white. Okay. So, let's see. I think maybe I'll do the sky next. Maybe I'll use this blue glue and Frosty. And I'll just dot some of this on the side here. And that will be my sky color. So I'll just go ahead and with a point or some kind of orange stick, just kind of mix those two colors together. And I'm just gonna take a dollop of that and just go ahead and kind of make that my sky color. Maybe I should incorporate some white in there. Okay, let's kind of mix some of that in there. It's so nice because this is the part where you can get creative. You know, you don't have to do it the same way I would. Okay, so just color in the lines here. Then I can flip it over and then you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, so that's how it's looking so far. Kind of like the different dimensions in the sky. So let me, while that's drying and stuff, let me go ahead and do the outline of the Polaroid. So this I have to be really careful because there's like straight lines and trying to stay in between the lines. Straight thin lines too. So I'm kind of lightly lifting my brush here. And just putting on a little, kind of dotting it along the way. So what can tend to happen if you're kind of heavy-handed with the polish is that you can kind of make that black line, the outline, like re-wet, and then you would have gray lines. So that's why I say probably the best tip for me is dotting your brush instead of dragging it. Okay, so that white is already getting kind of tacky. So I'll just take the polish directly from the bottle. So there. Okay. See, with the white, it started to really look like a Polaroid picture. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to this other image that I'm on the side, because I know my finger is not very big, my fingernail. So I'm just gonna paint the main image that I want on my nail and also the surrounding flowers. I know this is kind of a long process, but we always get questions about reverse stamping and stuff and how to do these murals. So I figure I take the time today to kind of show you guys how I did this. Kind of show you the start to finish. So I hope you don't mind that it's a little longer than normal. Okay, So if I flip it over, that's what your Polaroid so far is gonna look like. So now let's continue on with the Tiki Man. I have, maybe let's use this color Sequoia, which is like this beautiful kind of brown color. I'm just gonna take it directly out of the bottle. It's like a nice tan brown, I guess. That ball is a little too thick. Okay. So there's that. And then I'm gonna paint the sand. Now for the sand color, I'm going to use Latte. I see a question really briefly. Do I prefer doing, I guess, reverse stamping on the stamper or on a mat? I think my preference has always been on the stamper, and it just kind of alleviates the one step, perhaps, which is the putting it onto your nail. So this has been always my preferred method, but of course there's two ways to do this. So you could make a decal onto your mat if you prefer. That's just not my preference. But you do whatever way feels comfortable. If you don't like this way and you prefer to make a decal, that's fine too. I just find that this way it conforms to my nail a little nicer too. Not saying that I have like a deep C curve or anything, just seems to wrap to my nail better. And then I'm also going to be using this with a the sticky base coat. So that's another thing that has really changed up the way that I feel about, you know, reverse stamping. Got a little bit of ocean up in there. Maybe I'll do this blue. Go back in with that. I think this is pretty much the last of my design. So I know it doesn't look like much from behind, but when I flip it over, you'll be able to see what the design looks like. Oh, here I am jumping ahead of myself. I still got flowers to paint. Okay, so I'm going to use this beautiful purple, this kind of lilac-y purple, and this is Monarch Dream. Okay, so I've got a hibiscus over here I'm gonna color in. So I have Candy Spirit here, this beautiful pink. So just so you know too, if you have the lotus mat or if you thought about the lotus mat, if you're going to be reverse stamping, this is a perfect product to use. It's also acetone resistant. So all of these little dots I'm making, I'm just gonna go ahead with my 100% acetone after and just clean off those dots. Need some green. Use a darker green and paint in the little leaves there. So here is the design that I have. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now it's still wet. You can kind of see how bubbly it is. But that is going to be the last design I'm going to put on my nail. Because I have these two dry ones, I'm going to go ahead and put these on my nails first. Okay, so here's my nails. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use a sticky base coat for this. This is a lifesaver if you take too long or if you have a dry reverse stamp like me. So what you do is you take the sticky base coat and put that onto your nail like a thin layer. And you're gonna wait till this gets tacky. So it depends on your environment. Right now, when I put it on, it was actually kind of cold, so it'll dry. And also I like to smell it. If it doesn't smell very alcohol-y, that's when I'll put the design onto my nail. If for some case, like the sticky base coat is too, if it dries, then I just have to do this process again. I might have to do it anyway because I kind of gobbed that on. Okay. Okay. And let me touch it. Oh, that should be, I have some time. Okay. So here you go. I'm just gonna go to the side and there you go. I already know that this design is not going to fit completely to my nail because my nail is very small. But there you go. I have one design. I may just press down, make sure all of the pieces that I need are onto my nail. And then what I'm going to do after is just kind of melt the design so it comes off with the acetone. Okay. So there's that. Okay, this one is tacky. So I'll go ahead and put on my other design. Okay, just press that on. I like to be very careful about because sometimes you can peel off some of the elements, so there you go. So I'm going to take the detail brush here and I'm going to try and clean off as best as I can. I guess what I call it cutting, maybe. I don't know if there's a technical word for this, but allow the acetone to kind of cut the design for you so it conforms to your nail. So I'll just take another detail brush I have with more acetone and just clean up. I'm just going to mention too that, you know, working under these constraints with the lights really does change up the way that I'm showing you this technique because it can really dry out the design, which I'm kind of noticing is happening to me right now too. Normally it doesn't, the design won't rip this way, but because I'm thinking it's because of the lights. I'm also not directly under AC, but I actually have the AC kind of hitting my desk, kind of bounces off the wall that I'm next to. Could be a deciding factor. So, but in general, you guys get the gist of how this is done, and it's coming out nice. Just taking me a little bit to clean up the way that I would like. I really don't like having any of this excess polish and stuff on my skin. So because I can be pretty OCD about that. So there's that. So here I'm gonna go ahead and do the middle nail. Maybe actually using this flat brush might be a little bit better than the detail. So I'm kind of like melting the sides, you see, like with the acetone. So I guess my tip here too is use clean acetone, especially with black, or else the color is just gonna spread all over. So I'm just basically kind of melting away any of the excess polish that I don't want on my skin here, and also wanting it to kind of conform to my nail. I do have the Polypeel Mani Mask, but I think for this particular issue, I find that it probably wouldn't help me, because I would still have the excess. So I would still have to find a way to cut it. Maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. So maybe there is that. The cleanup wouldn't be as bad. But please feel free to add in your comments and stuff. You know, we all do things a little bit differently and stuff. And I know we have a very supportive community here that loves to give tips. So if anybody's asking, you know, because I'm missing a lot of the questions and stuff, please feel free to answer your fellow community members. Okay. Again, anal retentive, this is not helping. Let's try this angled brush. So if you don't have any of these brushes and stuff like that, perhaps you could use like Q-tips in 100% acetone. Perhaps that might work for you. I just prefer to use a detail brush like this, like an angled brush. Alrighty, so middle finger down. Let's do the pointer. So I'm putting more sticky base coat over the pointer finger. And my image should definitely be dry by now, or tacky at least. Okay, so I'm waiting for that to kind of get a little dry. I'm still cleaning up my middle finger. Why? Because I'm crazy like that. Okay, should be, it's definitely tacky. Okay, so let's take my final design and let's see, maybe something a little angled would be fun. So this one I think is going to be a lot more pliable for me to get off. Yeah, definitely. The other ones were dry for a while, so yay, I get to peel most of this off, which is nice. Hopefully less cleaning, that's what that means. Okay, take off this little bit right here. And peel off that flower that didn't even make it onto my nail at all. Okay. So now let's use that detail brush I had and melt the polish away. Okay, clean acetone so the black doesn't bleed all over the place when you're cleaning it is definitely my tip. Kind of keeps the bleeding to a minimum, especially if you have like really deep finger lines like how I do. Okay, so what do you guys think? There's my mural design. Give me some hearts if you guys love the design and the way that it turned out. Okay, so now using a smudge-free top coat, I'm just gonna seal all of that in. And just so you guys know, I already put a top coat on my pinky and my thumb. So I'm just gonna show me using the smudge-free. So after all that hard work, of course you don't wanna smudge your design, right? So let's go ahead and put the smudge-free top coat. Don't forget to cap your free edge. There. Okay. I'll show you guys a here. So there it is. What do you guys think? I love how the sky turned out on this one. Wanted to do kind of like a sunset surf session. So that's what I made that. That was kind of like my, there you go. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this demo and tutorial. And let me just go ahead and clean off these plates so I can show it to you one more time. Taking some acetone and using my cotton cloth to clean off these plates. And there you go. So the Hawaii Arts Alliance plate and bundle are already on our website. The bundle is $23, the plate is $8. If you want to go ahead and support and you feel like this aligns with what you believe, then go ahead and feel free to support. We will go ahead and give, when you purchase, we will donate a portion of the proceeds to the Hawaii Arts Alliance directly. If you know you're looking for something else that you want to support, we are coming out with more products that fit within our Stamp for a Cause, and we can't wait to share them with you. And I hope you guys enjoyed sharing some time with me today, and take care. Be kind, guys.